Are you tired of the afternoon energy crashes and the constant worry about your glucose levels? Managing your blood sugar isn't just about avoiding sweets, it's about regaining control of your life, your energy, and your future health. Blood sugar management is the cornerstone of metabolic health. Whether you are managing a diagnosis or simply trying to optimize your physical performance, understanding how your body processes glucose is vital. Today, we are breaking down the science and the strategy behind stable blood sugar.
Welcome to Health 600's Noble Science in 600 seconds. Your life-changing 10 minutes. Let's go!
Chapter 1: The Fuel and the Fire. Blood sugar, or glucose, is the primary source of energy for your body's cells. Think of it as the gasoline that keeps your engine running. When you eat carbohydrates, your digestive system breaks them down into sugar, which enters the bloodstream. In response, your pancreas releases insulin, a hormone that acts like a key, unlocking your cells so they can absorb that sugar for energy. However, when this system is overwhelmed by a constant influx of high-sugar foods or refined carbs, the locks on your cells can become rusty, a condition known as insulin resistance. This leads to a buildup of sugar in the blood, which, over time, can damage your blood vessels and organs. Understanding this delicate dance between glucose and insulin is the first step toward health. It's not about eliminating sugar entirely, but rather about ensuring that the fire of your metabolism burns steady and clean, rather than flickering or raging out of control. Chapter 2: Eating for Equilibrium. Nutrition is your most powerful tool in the fight for stable blood sugar. The goal isn't just to eat less sugar, but to change the asterisk type of carbohydrates you consume and how you pair them. This is where the glycemic index (GI) becomes your best friend. Low GI foods, like non-starchy vegetables, legumes, and whole grains, break down slowly, providing a steady stream of energy rather than a sharp spike. But the real secret weapon is food sequencing and macronutrient pairing. When you eat a carbohydrate, try to pair it with healthy fats, fiber, or protein. This creates a buffer in your stomach, slowing down the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream. For example, instead of eating a plain apple, pair it with a handful of almonds. The fat and protein in the almonds slow the digestion of the fruit's sugar. Fiber is particularly crucial because it cannot be digested by the body, meaning it doesn't raise blood glucose levels. Instead, it slows the movement of food through the gut. Furthermore, starting your meals with a salad or greens can significantly dampen the glucose response of the subsequent courses. By focusing on whole, unprocessed foods and mindful pairing, you move away from the glucose roller coaster. That cycle of high spikes followed by crashing lows that leave you hungry, irritable, and exhausted. Stable eating leads to stable moods and consistent energy levels throughout the day. Chapter 3: Movement as Medicine. Physical activity is essentially a natural insulin substitute. When you move your muscles, they require energy, and they can pull glucose from your bloodstream even without the help of insulin. This is called insulin-independent glucose uptake. Regular exercise also increases your insulin sensitivity, meaning your cells become more effective at using the insulin your body already produces. You don't need to run a marathon to see results. In fact, some of the most effective exercises for blood sugar management are low impact. A simple 10 to 15-minute walk after a meal, often called a glucose walk, can significantly lower your postprandial after-meal sugar spike. Resistance training is also vital. Because muscle tissue is the primary consumer of glucose in the body, building more muscle mass creates a larger sink for sugar to go, improving your metabolic flexibility over the long term. The key is consistency. Finding a rhythm that includes both aerobic movement and strength work ensures that your body remains an efficient machine, capable of processing fuel effectively and keeping your levels within a healthy, narrow range. Chapter 4: The Invisible Factors. While diet and exercise are the pillars of blood sugar management, there are two invisible factors that can sabotage even the best efforts: stress and sleep. When you are stressed, your body enters fight or flight mode, releasing hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones tell your liver to dump stored glucose into your bloodstream to provide quick energy to deal with a perceived threat. In the modern world, where stress is often psychological rather than physical, that extra sugar just sits in your blood, leading to elevated levels. Managing stress through breathwork, meditation, or even just spending time in nature is a physiological necessity for glucose control. Similarly, sleep deprivation is a major disruptor. Even one night of poor sleep can significantly increase insulin resistance the following day. Lack of sleep triggers a rise in cortisol and disrupts the hormones that control hunger, ghrelin and leptin, making you more likely to crave sugary, high-carb foods. To truly master your blood sugar, you must look beyond the plate and the gym. You must prioritize a consistent sleep schedule and find ways to mitigate the chronic stress of daily life. Additionally, monitoring your levels is essential. Whether you use a traditional finger prick monitor or a continuous glucose monitor, CGM, seeing the real-time data of how your body reacts to a specific meal or a stressful meeting provides the feedback necessary to make informed decisions. Knowledge is power. When you see the numbers, you can connect the dots between your lifestyle choices and your internal health. This holistic approach ensures that you are addressing the root causes of glucose instability rather than just chasing the symptoms. Chapter 5: The Path. Blood sugar management is not a short-term diet, it is a long-term commitment to your future self. It requires a shift in perspective, viewing every meal, every walk, and every hour of sleep as an investment in your metabolic health. There will be days when things don't go perfectly, and that's okay. The goal is progress, not perfection. By focusing on whole foods, consistent movement, and restorative lifestyle habits, you create a foundation of resilience. This resilience protects you from the chronic complications associated with high glucose and empowers you to live a life full of vitality and energy. Start small, choose a vegetable over a starch, take a walk after dinner, or go to bed 30 minutes earlier. These small, incremental changes compound over time, leading to profound transformations. You have the tools, the knowledge, and the power to take control of your health. Your journey to stable blood sugar starts today. Don't just watch, take action right now. I have already shortlisted the exact products and tools you need to secure your results. Scan the video description below to get your protocol hardware today.
This is Health 600s, and I'll see you in the next 600 seconds.
Thank you for watching. Comment, like, subscribe.